Hey yogis. So today we're going to do a little series with your legs up the wall. So it can be really great if you have tired legs or knee issues, ankle issues, to do legs up the wall every day if you need to. I do it all the time for my tired legs, my tired knee. So we're going to come on over to the wall. This first part can be a little bit tricky, so you want to just take whichever hip is easiest for you, bring it up against the wall, and then you just want to swing the legs up. Good, and then you scooch in, and you want to be like sitting on the wall. So you're sitting with your hips touching the wall, your legs up. You can see I have a window here. It doesn't have to be a perfect wall. It's totally fine. We're gonna flex the feet, engage the legs, and then soften. Good, and then try to relax here for a few breaths. Bring hands to the belly. Good, so the goal here, just in this first pose, is to make sure the hips are just sitting on the wall. And you can relax your legs and they can stay together without much work. So we're just going to do a few poses here that you can do. You can always just do legs up the wall, but there's some nice stretches you can do using the wall as well. So the first one we're going to do is we're just going to pull that right knee into the chest. And you can set your right foot right on the wall. If your knee doesn't bend all the way, that's okay. And you're just letting it sit there. And then maybe let the leg come out to the right a little bit. Nice stretch into the hip, compressing into the belly as well. Great for digestion. Good, and then we're going to take your right ankle and place it on your left knee. And press your right knee toward the wall a little bit. Not too hard, just a little bit. No forcing. And you can stay here, or if you want to add a little extra to this hip stretch, bend into the straight leg. And just relax. Nice stretch into the hips. Good. We're going to straighten into the left leg and then the right. Let's rotate the ankles here. Rotate them, point, flex, moving. If the toes go a little numb at some point, that is perfectly okay. As a matter of fact, it's a good sign that this pose is working, because we're trying to move the blood throughout the body. Get all that blood that's settled into your feet into the rest of your body. Good, so we're going to pull that left knee into the chest. Just squeeze it in. Nice, drop it out to the left side a little bit. See, curtains, they don't have to get in your way. Just let them be there. Nice squeeze, feeling that compression in the belly too. Good, and then we're going to take that left ankle on the right knee, press your left knee toward the wall, not forcing, just a little press. Still sitting right on that wall. Add a little bit more bending into the right knee. Nice stretch here. You can bend a little or a lot. You don't have to go as much as I do. You don't have to bend your knee at all. Good, straightening into the right leg, straightening into the left. Let's rotate those ankles again. Rotate one direction and then the other. Good. Point and flex. If there's popping, that's good. Aligning those bones in the feet. Flex and point. Very nice. Let's go symmetrical. We're going to just walk the legs out to the sides. You can do one at a time or both at the same time. Just walking them out to the sides as far apart from each other as you can. Let gravity kind of pull the legs toward the floor as you relax. And the goal here is to relax the inner thighs. You can add a little weight with your hands, but no forcing. And breathe. Just a few more breaths, soften the inner thighs. If it feels like too much, just bring the legs up a little bit. Good, and then we're just going to walk the legs back together. Nice and slow. Use the wall to support you as you bring them back up. Nice job. Good, so we have one more pose before we do legs up the wall as our Shavasana. Just hugging both knees into the chest. Now we're going to walk the knees over to the right. Keep the shoulders on the mat. So we're using the wall to help us with the twist. Your legs might not go all the way to the floor and still keep the shoulders on the floor. That's okay. Just let them be there. Maybe slide something under your legs. Otherwise, twist, breathe deep. Good. Walk the legs back to center. Nice, back to center. Good, hug the knees in. We're just gonna rock a little bit. It's a tight little twist. And then we're gonna walk the feet over to the other side. Good, breathe. Nice and deep. Good, walk the feet back to center. Nice and slow. Good, one more squeeze. Squeeze the knees into the belly. It's a really nice squeeze into those internal organs. And then we're going to straighten the legs. And And relax here. So just flex the feet, squeeze the legs together, and then soften the feet, soften the legs, soften the knees, soften the hips, let them sink into the floor. And just close your eyes. Now, if you do this on your own, you can do this for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I will often just do it while we're watching TV at night. I'll just go put my legs up the wall and still watch TV. It's a great thing to do at the end of the day. Okay, so we're gonna find our way out of legs up the wall, so I don't want to leave you hanging. It's not really the most graceful, but we're gonna bring the legs down to the chest. Walk the legs over the same way you came in. Just lay in a fetal position and just take a couple of breaths here. If you don't have a mat underneath you, you can just kind of inch away from the wall and then come to a seated. Good, hands on the knees. Let's just take a breath here. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope you'll use legs up the wall whenever you need it. Namaste.